Hi, welcome to Akasha TV. I thought I'd just jump on and do a quick talk with you. I'm sat here, actually having a cigarette, um, just in deep thought, and thought I'd get it on camera and share. As many of you may know, if you already follow me on social media, I'm more well known for my career as a hair and makeup artist. To be honest, I've had a few conflictions with this for a while now. I'd say for a good few years, in all honesty. But I've never really shared it apart from with my partner and a couple of close friends. I've been in the industry for 20 years. I started when I was 14 as a Saturday girl. Went to college straight after and did, I've got my MVQ 1, 2 and 3 and a level 4 diploma in hair and makeup artistry, media makeup and theatrical special effects, bridal, fashion. I've also obviously done my hairdressing, beauty therapy. So I've been like a handyman in the hair and beauty industry. My career obviously developed and got further, and I do love my job. I'm not saying I really do love my job. It's been such a huge part of my life for so many years. I started doing, obviously from going through normal makeovers, I started doing music videos. I've been in film, I've done theatre work, I do a lot of photo shoots. I'm the head makeup artist for Liverpool and Manchester Fashion Week. So my career kind of came to this point where it was kind of all my dreams coming true. It was amazing. I was winning award after award. I won the Liverpool Lifestyle Awards. I won highly commended for the British Hair and Beauty Awards. And then the pandemic kicked in just as I was launching my own business, HMUA Limited, which is a creative agency I was organising, which I still am, which I'm organising, which primarily was bringing out my own makeup range, and as well as that doing events and photo shoots and music videos and films and everything that I usually do, but obviously under my own brand, because for many years obviously I've helped a lot of people. Like, I'll get messages, oh, I need a model for such a thing, and I'll be the person that would scout the model, say, oh, I know I can recommend such a person, she's brilliant, she lives quite close to you, so she'd be ideal, I'll see if she's interested. And that's something that I did for many years without getting anything in return and making any profit. And as a way as obviously it was helped my build my career and get contacts, etc. But anyway, that's where I was obviously before the pandemic. Over the pandemic, I've had we've had about, I don't know, I think there's about 6 deaths in the family. Lost friends. Obviously my career, I couldn't do any work whatsoever for over a year and a half. So I lost all the money I had, all the savings, all the money that I was putting into my business. Obviously had to go, go on food, go on running my house, and just day-to-day living. So it put me in a point where, as a spiritual person myself, and I know if you look at some of my other videos, I've gone into obviously my spirituality from very young, early childhood, and I've gone into depth with all that and what experiences I've had. So one thing I've always had is my spirituality and natural herbal and just natural healing ways of helping anxiety, helping depression, and all different health aspects, all different health ailments. So obviously over this period I've dug deep, I've done a lot of deep diving. I've been healing myself and healing my family and healing my friends around me. I've been giving people like examples of lavender incense, which is brilliant to calm the nerves. and just to centre yourself. Crystals. So I use a lot of crystals. I have done since I was a kid. And that is a big passion of mine. I love crystals. I'm actually obsessed. But yeah, so I got all my crystals, and I decided instead of just helping the odd person, I want to do this on a bigger scale. With my social media following, I've got about 15,000 followers so far, which is always growing. And I was constantly, every day, every time I looked on my social media, my Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, you know, all I was seeing was really, really deep depressions, people not knowing what to do, people not knowing where to turn, and so much confusion. You had a lot of division between people. There was pro-vaccine, anti-vaccine, not knowing about the true facts, whether it's like what the truth was, what conspiracy theories were going round. And I just wanted to do something. I thought, obviously, with the knowledge and experience I've got throughout my life, I felt I've got more to share than just obviously painting someone's face and making them look prettier and feel prettier. I wanted to do some more healing work, more trauma work. So I decided to set up Akasha Supplies, where obviously I help people understand a bit better about natural ways of healing, about what crystals, how they work within our bodies, and which ones can help different health ailments and which connect to different chakras, and how it works with our ethereal and spiritual selves as well as our physical selves. So I've set this up, so if you do want to have a look on my social media, please follow me. I'd really, really appreciate that. I always appreciate your support. So it got to the point where I'm at now. Obviously the pandemic is obviously still here, but I've actually just had COVID. It actually got me finally. But I'm recovering at the moment. I've been in my isolation for 10 days as advised. It was horrible. It hit me really hard. Both my daughters got tested. My youngest showed a couple of symptoms, but not really many. Her test came back inconclusive. My 11-year-old came back positive for COVID. She just lost a sense of smell, and at the beginning she was very tired and lethargic, but apart from like a normal cold symptoms, that was it. The same with my fiance. He was the same. He didn't really have any symptoms. He lost his sense of smell for a few days, whereas with myself, it hit me more dramatically. I did lose my sense of smell. Couldn't smell anything at all, and I put it to the test. At one point, my pardon me. At one point, my fiance was putting things like making me close my eyes and putting mustard under my nose and hot sauce and all different things to see if I could smell it, putting essential oils, which is something I use all the time, that are very potent, and I couldn't smell a thing. I was having waves of just feeling hot, like hot waves, temperature, feeling like I need to drop. As soon as it kind of a wave hit me, I'd need to lie down, and I couldn't even stay awake. I'd just need to sleep. So I was sleeping a large majority of the week. I was having out-of-body experiences, or some people call them hallucinations. I know there's a fine line between them. But I remember I wasn't in a deep sleep. I was just laid on the couch, and I remember looking at my hand and actually seeing my hand come out of my hand. So it was very strange. I was having hot sweats, feeling ill. At the beginning of the symptoms, at the beginning of the week, I actually couldn't even touch my skin. My fiance was having to rub like the ibuprofen gels and things like that on my back, just to find a bit of comfort, because I couldn't get comfort. It's like I'd been going to the gym, doing leg day for a week non-stop. My body hurts more than I've ever felt it hurt. I've got spinal scoliosis, so I'm used to dealing with physical pain, but I've never felt it in that manner where it felt like it was my bones to my muscles to literally my skin. I remember having a bubble bath and my hair fell on the back of my head and I kind of screamed out. And it's just crazy I was feeling. I didn't feel well at all. But I am recovering from that now. I'm a lot better than I was, but I'm just feeling very, very drained at the moment. So it's at the point where I've been thinking, it's not like this is suddenly what I'm thinking now. This is something that's been going through my mind for quite some time, as I say, a few years now. But I'm feeling quite conflicted with my business. I've found the more I've tuned in, especially over the lockdown, the more I've tuned into my spiritual self, my spirituality, the more I'm disconnected with society. The more I'm finding that, to me, it's not real. It's not authentic. I love doing makeup and, like, for example, a wedding day. I love being part of someone's special day and the way I can make them look and feel amazing. That I love that part of the job. But there is a part of the job that, especially doing one-to-ones, if I'm doing just someone's makeup or someone's hair, and not really as an event as such, as an empathic person, as I'm touching them, obviously doing the hair and things, I'm actually like a sponge, like soaking up energies, and I'd say a majority of the time it seems to be negative energy, or I seem to be healing them, which is something I've discussed obviously in the last video about natural healing that I've experienced throughout my life. But I was finding that I was taking on a lot of other people's emotions. I had clients coming back to me and saying, oh my God, I can actually feel, like, apart from when I'm using the brushes, obviously when I'm doing makeup, when I've actually got my hands on people, they can feel it. They're getting tingles, they're getting rushes down the neck and the back, but in a positive way. At the end of it, I had actually one client that eyes were filling up, and she was saying, oh, I feel so much better. And she'd been suffering, I don't want to obviously go into details, I won't name names, but she'd been in some abusive relationships, and she'd had a really hard time. And I find that obviously when I'm doing people's hair and makeup, they do end up sharing a lot of their experiences with me, without me obviously even saying about what my spirituality is. I've always tried to keep everything separate, which is why I thought, obviously with Akasha, I wanted to show more of myself. I wanted to help people understand a lot more of the things that I've learned over the years. But I've been finding a lot of the clients, I won't say a lot, some of the clients that I work with, they can be very, especially in the music industry, it's all, not the music, sorry, the beauty industry, it's like putting on a mask. It's more, I don't know, I suppose you see people that have, I'm just getting my words muddled up, but you see people of all walks of life. You get some absolutely lovely clients that you really bond with, and that you have a connection with, a very positive connection. And then you can have clients that are very, very low vibration, can be quite argumentative, not with me particularly, but in their general kind of attitude. You can get people that have rage issues that I've dealt with before. I mean, when you're working with all different people, you see all different sides emotionally of people. And I was literally, sometimes, I mean, I can do up to 20, 30 people in a day, for events and things like that. But sometimes I'd be doing one client if it was a weekend job. And I might just do someone's hair and makeup, or just someone's makeup, which is like a 2-hour session, roughly. And I could literally wake up, go to my work, all, air and light and bubbles, and love and light and everything else, bubbles. That's what's in my head usually, but But obviously I could be in a good mood, go to work full of energy, And as soon as I start working, it's like being completely zapped, completely drained. And I'd come home, get a taxi home sometimes, because I really didn't have the energy to even, to get on public transport or to do anything. So sometimes I'd just come straight home and I'd lie down on the couch and I'd just be gone. I'd be shaking. Sometimes I'd start shaking. I'd be fitting. It really is when you start to take on other people's emotions on top of your own. It can affect your health quite deeply. And especially where the industry is at the moment. I know this is obviously on a separate issue, but I see people constantly getting lip fillers, eye fillers, face reconstructions, body surgery, and kind of a lot of the people that I've noticed that obviously take these things to the extreme. Not all, obviously, not all, because a lot of people do it just for the confidence and self-confidence. But you do see certain people that it's kind of that, and I'd say the ego, if I dare say. I really don't want to offend anybody saying this. But it can be, the industry in general can have a very egotistical side to it. If you know about the ego, what the ego is, obviously you'll have a bit more understanding. If not, I'll link a video here to obviously describe further what the ego is, how we all have an ego, and how to understand what it is and how to help improve it, and to treat it like a switch, as I put. So switch it on, switch it off, use it, as long as you've got control over it, you've got power over yourself, which is a great benefit. So I'm going to, obviously I go deeper into that in this video, so please check that out. But I do find that especially people that have big egos, dare I say, you'll see people that are so involved with how they look, so involved with their impression to other people, so involved with like, especially on social media, with the social media pages. You'll see them in real life, and a lot of the time they won't be like the person that you see on social media, or that they're that consumed by the image they've got on social media that it takes over, I suppose, their authenticity. And getting to that, to the inner child is harder with some people, because they're that conditioned into their current kind of self-image, that it's like another person, and not a lot, it's like a completely different person when they try and tune into their inner self and go deeper within. So obviously I've had experiences with people, like I said, of all different walks of life, of all different experiences, and I find it quite difficult to put myself in situations now that I'm taking bookings, and obviously every week I check my calendar to see what I've got in that week, and it's become to a point where I'm thinking, this is my job, I've got to snap out of it. Come on, snap out of it. Do what, you've been doing this for 20 years. You've spent £24,000 on courses. You've spent years and years of time and effort and practice, and you've got yourself up to this level where you're winning awards, and you've done all these amazing things. You can't just let it go. And that is kind of an inner battle within myself, because I don't want to let it go, but I do want to find I do want to find balance. I need to find a balance of what keeps me happy now, because we're all always evolving, we're always changing, we're always growing, we're always aging, getting older. I'm not the same person I was when I was 14 when I started out. I'm not the same person as I was a year ago, 2 years ago. We shed our skins, we evolve, we change, we adapt. reascend. So I'm trying currently to work things out within myself, really, to know what I want to do, where I want to take these next steps. So I do appreciate your patience with me. If you do follow me on social media, I know I've not been posting as much as I usually do. Sorry, 1 minute, I'm just getting a call in, I'll just decline that. I know I've not been posting as much of the makeup looks as I usually do, because I'm going to be completely straight. Over the lockdown, I've probably worn makeup about 4 or 5 times in the last last year or so. When I've had to do like a fashion look for a certain image I've had to do, or for work involved, or if I was just going somewhere nice, it would just be like a nice minimal natural glam look. But compared to like a lot of the full glam special effects kind of things, I've not been doing as much, which isn't something I'm giving up. I love that. I have a great passion for that. But at the moment, my soul is calling for more, to help people on what I believe now to be my life path, which I'm going to go into. If you look into astrology and numerology, I'm going to help. If you want to learn, watch this video and get in touch with me. I'll be doing courses, but I do want to do more of soul work, do more healing work, which is obviously why I've set up Akasha TV and Akasha Supplies. So obviously I can bring the understanding and share experiences and get some amazing guest speakers I've already got lined up. So I want it to be a community project where we can all share our experiences. We can all talk openly, no trolls allowed, and just have it as a place of healing and a place of blessing and a place of enlightenment. And obviously Akasha Supplies, which is my online shop. If you have a look on Instagram and Facebook and check me out, I get the best high quality natural crystals from around the world shipped in. I've got all kinds of alternative home decor, spiritual gifts. I've got all essential oils and botanical and herbal health supplements and health products. So anybody that really is suffering, anybody that's feeling a bit lost or feeling like they need just a bit of support, a bit of help, there's ways of self-healing. There's ways of taking that time out for you. Meditation is amazing. And a lot of these things I do work amazing with meditation. I do that personally. Every night when I go to bed, I meditate. And I'll put some incense at the side of my bed. I'll have my crystals close to hand. I've got some just to show you the next side of me. So I've got some, obviously, incense there. I've got my white sage. Well, I don't knock my phone over. See, I've got my sage. I won't show you my bedside table because it's a bit of a mess right now. I've got crystals, but everywhere I go, I've constantly got crystals with me anyway. But you can see how close I've always got them to hand. Yeah, so you get the drift. So it's something that I work with myself constantly. That I have done for, oh gosh, when did I start meditating? I'd say when I was about properly, because obviously I did do it as a child. But I'd say like doing my own deep meditations probably from about 1920. I'd say I started really, that's when I started doing my deep dialing and healing from past traumas that I endured through my childhood and my teens. So yeah, I'm going to go into all that in all my videos. I sound like a right soppy get today, don't I? But I thought it's better just get it out, speak out loud. My throat chakra, as my I've been getting some strong signs that I need to do this, and how Akasha is part of my journey. I believe, I truly believe. So I've been getting, the more that I put it off, the stronger the signs get. And I've been doing, obviously, when I do my own tarot, I do my own tarot cards. So I've got like oracle cards. I've got my angel cards. I've got my old path, if anyone's into the traditional. I've always done this for years. I've got my these cards as well, which are amazing. One second, I'll just grab these. I need to show you these. I've just dropped something then. Got my Archangel Power Tarot cards. If you want any of these, I've actually got a hold of the supplier, and I've got I get all these wholesale as well. So I've got all these on my Akasha page. But these are my own personal ones. These were gifted to me by my auntie. These I bought the traditional ones myself. I've had them since I was in my teens. The oracle cards and these angel ones. I can't remember how I got them. But yeah, I've had mine for a while. And they do come in very handy for when you're feeling like you need a little bit of guidance, or you've got a question that you keep thinking about that you just can't get out of your head. Shuffle them cards, because trust me, they always seem to align with exactly what I'm thinking, exactly what I'm feeling. I've given other people tarot cards, but I've not really made, it's not like a career thing I've done, but I will start. I've been getting a few requests to start doing it online, so that is something that I will consider doing soon if enough people want me to. So if you do, if that's something you'd like, please get in touch or comment below if that's something you'd want. But yeah, it's a great form of advice, a great form of guidance that we can tap into easily. So yeah. I will do another video on divinity, on tapping into divination and different ways and sources of divination and how we can connect with that. So that'll be an interesting one to show, so keep tuned for that. Thanks for watching. If you've got, I'd love to hear your comments below. Tell me what you thought of this. Please keep it positive. I don't really want any trolls. Like I said, the Akasha TV is all about being able to share openly. But as I've always said, and as I teach my children, if you've not got anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. If you've got something positive to say, then share the love. Share the experience and share what your experience was of this video. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and please check out my next video. Please, if you've not already done so, please subscribe. Please hit the notification bell to all videos, and then you'll see next time I post a video. I know this one's a lot more personal than my other videos, so I hope I've not just been rambling on. I hope that has made sense. But when I watch it back, I'll be thinking, oh, I should have said this or added this, or like I do, because I'm an overthinker. But yeah, it's been nice, and it actually has been a bit of a release myself to get this off my chest. I've been thinking whether to share about, you know, with it being my career, I've been thinking, I can't say this, can't say that, it'll affect my sales, it'll affect my, you know, my bookings. You know, what can I do? But you've got to be honest to yourself, you've got to be true to yourself. And if your soul's not feeling it, then you've got to follow what feels right within you. I still will be taking bookings, but I think I'm going to concentrate more on events and group bookings for now. The one-to-ones I may, obviously for my regulars or the odd one, I will still take on, but I'm going to just take a little subliminal for the time being while I concentrate on the Akasha and concentrate on myself and my family and healing more people. Instead of just making them pretty and then wash it off afterwards, and that's kind of gone. I'm going to be getting more artsy as well. I've got some resin bits coming and some arts and crafts, so I'm going to be diving into that. My little girl's wanting to set up her own business. She's like a little entrepreneur already, so I'm going to be helping her. I think you're going to be seeing a lot more of my art, because I don't just do makeup. I've loved art since I was a child, so I'm going to be doing a lot more art, pottery, painting, making jewellery, and making all home bits and crystals and all that. It's all going to be, I'm thinking of a way to combine it all into one. So I'm looking forward to getting creative, extra creative again, but in a different manner. But thanks for watching, as I said. I hope to see you all again soon, and thanks for tuning in. Love and light. Namaste.